What's up, friends? Empress Dannie here, back with another episode of the Daily Grind. I'm pouring up your Joe at night, so obviously keeping the volume down, but still gonna get that day off to a bright and beautiful start. Shall we jump in for today's messages? Okay, I just heard refined. I don't know, somebody could be getting fined again. There could be a secondary fine. Obviously, the word refine gives I don't know why it's given I'm seeing something being strained. But if you think about sifting flour, put it through the sifter again. Something could certainly be there could be some sort of process, a refining process that is extracting the most valuable part. Refined. We're going to see. Phoenix is at the bottom of the deck. So obviously ether is the element there, but Phoenix is largely characterized by fire. So this is some action that is being taken, has been taken. It feels like a process that one either has undergone or must undergo, that it gives something going up the ladder, right? Next level. But in order to get to the next level, one must go through this process. I'm seeing Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, Panther. This is interesting. It gives the bark coming out. Is it really a dog? Is it really a duck? And there could be some aspect of provocation, action, doing something that pulls it out, okay, of you or of someone else. 222 on the clock. Keep in mind, past energy, present energy, or energy to come, what I've described so far, okay? So this Panther energy, the Phoenix, could have already happened by virtue of the Panther, which is kind of like being in a situation where, you know how, I want to talk to a manager, right? I'm taking this up the ladder of the chain. When you do that, right? When you talk to the manager, that's when the teeth comes out. It's not really giving snapping, lashing out. It's giving more, is this all bark or is there any bite? And something feels as though, for whatever level things are at, the Panther feels, perhaps in some way today, that the bite is being made known, okay? I just heard the word screeching, so take that however you will, okay? Bear. For those of you who were with me on yesterday's live check-in, those who are a part of Practical Spirituality, the $5 plan, Bear was our last card out. So I'm not surprised that we're starting today. This is, I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of like, I told you I was about my business, or I told you I meant business. Yeah, I hear something could be significant about some of you. Check out the Sagittarius message. Just know I mean it. You guys should still have access to all of those signed videos on Patreon, okay? So some of you may need to go back and read it. This is just know I mean it. So somebody, if they said something, they meant what they said, and I don't know why, something about this bear energy feels like enforcer, okay? See serpent in here? Protection. This is ether. Something makes me feel like if there's any type of like evil eye, somebody's on it, okay? I'm getting an energy of like somebody's protective about their space, their belongings. There's something about like perimeter energy. There's also something about like who I have in my circle, okay? But I also feel the energy of I got my eye on you, right? I feel the energy of also knowing who's in your circle. And when the teeth come out, this is, again, if you've made it up the ladder, for the people who are up the ladder, right? It's going to be you in some cases it will be others. For people who are up the ladder, those teeth are valuable to them, okay? Very valuable. They, again, they feel protected. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of picking up the energy of like in an apocalypse, right? Right, take that however you will. In an apocalypse, right? Somebody who's like, oh yeah, I got guns and ammo. This is like, yeah, everybody says they got guns and ammo, right? Take that however you will, right? Not literal guns and not literal ammo. This is like, I got evidence, right? And I have the ability to use my evidence, right? Take that however you will. This is like something holds weight. This is like, yeah, in an apocalypse, yeah, come in. So some of you, you're going to find this energy of like what could certainly be someone, people, the universe, opportunities just coming around you and protecting you. Because of the teeth. Okay? And keep in mind, this could simply be like the way circumstances, things are working out. The way things are working out in any given situation because of the teeth. This is like, I got you, okay? You're good, you're secure, you're protected, you're taken. There's something like that. And I don't know why I kind of get like sinking in. So I get this energy of feeling comfortable for some, for others outside of this circle, right? Term Fokker, outside of the circle, right? Circle of trust is sinking in. This bite, that bites, this bites, okay? I see the surprise card at the bottom of this deck, okay? So I'm telling you, this is kind of like surprise at what comes up or what comes out or what. This is kind of giving like, I don't know, maybe some of you are going fishing, but it's kind of giving like if you're fishing, right? I'm surprised to catch this in my net. This could be like on line space, right? It could also be like, I just heard catfish. Take it however you want to take it, right? I really can't. Be careful, right? I'm allergic to catfish. in real life. Let's see. But this is like this is kind of like being surprised that you're not being catfished. But it's also like being surprised if you tried to catfish and it didn't work. I don't know why it's gonna get like somebody's like you ain't got no teeth. How you got all your teeth in your picture, but in real life you come out like now. Surprise. Okay. Could be something significant about prison. Something makes me feel like you could be, I don't know if you're getting some information. I'm not entirely certain what's happening, okay? I can't lie. I feel a little bit of like a packed day, okay? It could be action packed. I don't know if something is giving like, the bear and the child. This is like the energy of like finding out you're pregnant when you don't want to be, right? For someone, right? This is also like I don't know why I'm getting like stuck with a baby. For somebody, that's definitely the case. Keep in mind, this could be stuff that you're hearing about. Because remember, this energy is not just you guys, it's literally at play in the world, okay? Um, I'm also picking up something around what could be new business. Um, um, unexpected new business. Um, it could also be there's an energy, a slight tinge of a relationship. So this could be a new relationship. I feel like the AM is you being you could either be doing something that catches someone off guard. Whatever this is, you could be doing something that catches someone off guard. They could be doing something that catches you off guard. This does not have to be bad. But something about it feels like in some cases it's a bind of sorts. In other cases, it is yeah, I literally just heard locked. It gives like locked in. I don't know why I'm getting something about a newlywed. This is just, I don't feel like this is the gist of the message. I feel like this is something that I'm picking up on. Something about a newlywed. This is kind of like a new relationship. Like she had a baby, so we're locked in. It's like stuck with you for 18 years, whether it's stuck or not. It's like, can't say that it's a bad thing, but there's something that's binding. It is like, surprise, you know, I'm stuck, or you're stuck, or we're stuck. Like there's something like that, okay? Um, I'm picking up an energy of this could be someone who's very sensitive, almost like a baby, right? A newborn. The slightest little thing, right? Wake them up, make them cry, right? Look at them funny, right? Hungry, gotta poop. I don't know if there's something significant about that. This doesn't feel bad. You could be whatever this is. Because it's almost like if it's a new job, right? The boss has to train you. You're new, so they have to they have to teach you. I'm not entirely certain. Okay, let's continue. I imagine we'll gain context. There's a reunion coming. Okay, something. Sometimes this is news coming back around. Things coming full circle. Sea serpent. Sea serpent is always protection. It's always like if you thought you weren't heard, if you thought you weren't seen, you were seen by something bigger, someone bigger. You were heard by someone bigger. And reunion is like a person or a situation coming back around, coming back up. Almost like to let you know that you were seen. Okay? Um, or in I don't know why this is giving like for some of you you may have felt dependent or reliant. You may have felt like a child, and because it's kind of like rock between a rock and a hard place. Okay, y'all forgive me because it's I don't know why the energy just feels thick, difficult to get through. Okay, so you may have been in a position or a situation like that where something was just very difficult, almost like even to articulate or perhaps to talk about. And something feels as though it very well could have even been like new to you. So, how do I discuss it when I feel the way that I feel? It's a shock to me. I'm surprised. I'm caught off guard. So, there's also like, it's kind of like an energy of like, I can't even say face, it's like trying to be presentable in circumstances that are just not becoming, that are, it's almost like those situations in life where there's nothing good about it. I don't have anything good to say. And it's not about perspective. It's just like a bad situation. If you think about like prison, right? It's like, what is there to talk about, right? Like, not even just that, but like being in a position where you stuck to a degree, right? With them in this, right? With something, right? I'm stuck with this. I don't like how I feel about it, but I'm surprised to have to again go through this, deal with this, but it is what it is, right? It's almost like with the child card, it's like a new baby. So something about the AM is kind of like this is like having a new situation on your hands. But I honestly feel like taking responsibility for, you know, what could be like taking care of it, right? That's what it feels like. Almost like you would a child, right? If the stork dropped something at your step or a oops baby, right? Let me just handle my business, take care of my responsibilities. So something about the AM, it feels like it's taking care of business, taking care of responsibilities. This is new, sprung this on me. I wasn't expecting this, right? And it don't have to be serious, but it's like I wasn't expecting or anticipating this. Um, Let me give some energy to it. Let me put some work, energy, or effort into whatever this is. Um, and it can be like, so I'm not stuck, right? So I'm not bound by whatever may be making you feel that way, okay? Afternoon is where this comes in, which I like because I get the impression that if you were feeling vulnerable or someone else, afternoon is like feeling secure, feeling safe, feeling protected. I don't know why it's getting like now that things are back on track. Fortune card. It's like, okay, now I'm good. Everything's good. Yeah, you could be getting a message with the messenger. You could be receiving some sort of a message that lets you know everything is back. So this could be someone getting back with you, but it feels like feeling secure. Hmm. Ah, spider is our last card of the day, clarified by the gift. I like this. This is given like there's a reason, there's a purpose for all things. Letter. I don't know if you are finding out the purpose. Like I said, there's something significant about messages, letters. It could be like mail, information. Um, there's something about whatever that is. Um, this could even be something shows up, okay, with the gift. Um, Somebody gives you a letter, somebody an email, right? Whatever. Somebody gives you some sort of communication or some sort of communication. I don't know why it feels like it brings something to the present. It gives light to purpose. Again, the panther. I feel like this is by the end of the day, I just heard you're gonna have the teeth. That's what it feels like. It feels like for some of you, this could be a career based. I get this energy of like someone could be giving you a gift, but this feels like it has to do with like there being purpose. Like I'm giving you this for a reason. The purpose or the reason that I'm giving you this is blah blah blah. I don't know why I feel like the letter is kind of like I don't know, there could be something significant about flowers, roses. I'm picking up something like that for somebody. But it's kind of giving like somebody is giving you a message or a letter. I'm giving you this. The reason I'm giving you this, and something about that. Let me just say, this could certainly be a result of your teeth, okay? You being in panther mode, okay? Something getting up the ladder and it having a bite to it. Let me just say, this feels like whatever it is at the end of the day, the purpose or the point of it all has something to do with you being protected. Something about your energy, you doing what you do, whatever your reasons are for doing what you do, ends up being a gift or valuable to you. So, because you have reasons, if you're interacting with others who don't have reasons or don't have a purpose, or they're just doing it, for money or for the gifts or for the results, this is, can't lie, it kind of feels as though like whoever doesn't have purpose on their side is outside of the circle, and the reunion is wherein there is a reason, when there's cause, wherein there's purpose. Because that's what's here now. It doesn't have to be deep, but it feels like on a soul level, it's very deep. Let's go to Patreon, linked in the description, so that we can get some additional messages from members. I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.